warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This is caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they go play action now. Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 26 yards. So inside Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10. The 35-yard line. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Williams will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll look to run forward with Williams. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. They got 7-0. So they go for 2, 1 up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 24, Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Mahomes on third. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Going to go on fourth down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So problems with the passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 passing errors last week and had another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, that's the result of the quarterback is simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, Williams. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Burrow looking to pass. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 11. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Here we go. 11 coming. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
3rd and goal. Burrow. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Cam Akers with career touchdown number 145, tying him with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Niners have come back to make it a 2-point game. It's a run with Akers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's moved in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a 2nd time and called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow on play action. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
has already handed me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop him with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Akers. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to run into a big hole in the middle of the field. I don't think he got there. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, you drive it now out of the end zone and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a wrong way to go in this game. Yeah, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On first down, Mahomes rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Throws some throws in the tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. They use fourth down now. Well, now they have another turnover on his record.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick now because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. Forced out to his left. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career. Get this, folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Javonte Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Airing it out for Hamilton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he'll escape to his left.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Airing it out for Hamilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. It's a run with Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2 and he was tackled at the 2.
Has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Dancing to his left. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work to the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
11 MT, hey!
Now Burrow. And he checks this one down to Williams. Touchdown, Vikings! Javonte Williams from 10 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get with under a minute to go now in the football game. On the handoff, it's Akers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Third down, here's a run by Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for San Francisco, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.